Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game. So in this chess game we have one more very beautiful chess game, this time again by Mikhail Tal. In the previous chess game that I demonstrated, I showed a chess game against Tal by Viktor Kupreichik and he defeated Tal in a humiliating way. So this was like a revenge chess game for Mikhail Tal. And this was from the same exact chess tournament from 1970 when Mikhail Tal lost in a humiliating way against his opponent. So let's see if Tal had his revenge. And only a small side note, Mikhail Tal actually won this chess tournament and Mikhail Tal was in great shape in this chess tournament. So he was at his peak, in my opinion. In early 1970s, Tal was amazing. So this is Tal at his best actually. D4, knight takes, bishop to g7. So we have open Sicilian, the Hungarian variation. C4, knight to c6, defending the knight, and then knight to h6, developing the pieces, knight to c3, and both players castled. So pushing the pawn, and black also wants to activate his knight a little better. So e takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and simplifying the game, and then knight takes on f5. The knight is not on the edge of the board, at the edge of the board. And with this move, maybe black was thinking that he's going to have better chances against a master tactician like Mikhail Tal with simplifying the chess game. So Mikhail Tal is defending the queen, bishop to d7, bishop to f3. So again, Kupreichik is following the same policy of simplifying the chess game against Mikhail Tal. So maybe it is a logical choice against Tal. So this time Kupreichik had the black pieces and he is playing a little bit more passive. In the previous chess game that I showed in 1970, he had the white pieces and he played a very beautiful tactical chess game. So Tal was aiming on e7, which was a backward pawn, but now Tal played c5 and undermining on e5. D takes, rook takes, attacking the rook, doubling, and again, maybe Kupreichik would be very happy if he can take the draw against Tal. So attacking the queen, rook takes, defending the queen. And it is said that one of the most difficult things in chess is to try to defend an inferior position, especially against a master tactician like Mikhail Tal. So this is actually, believe it or not, an inferior position for Kupreichik. And Mikhail Tal played a very strong move. Queen to f4 by Tal. And he is aiming basically on e5. And actually defending is difficult. We see bishop takes on d5. So if a6, then we have check. And if king to h6, everything is losing actually, capturing the knight because this pawn is pinned. So if king to g8, then checkmate. Discovered check, double check. And if king to f8, then we have check. And if rook takes, then we have checkmate like this. And if queen takes, we have checkmate like this. Because of the bishop, the king can't escape. So you can see that the silent looking sneaky move was a very dangerous move for Kupreichik. Actually, Tal is threatening to check. So eliminating one more piece, and Tal of course played check and also attacking the bishop. And king to f7, in between move check, of course, if capturing the bishop, queen takes rook, so check, and then capturing the bishop. It looks like Tal has some back rank weakness. So queen to a4, threatening checkmate in two moves. Well, in this position, you can see that this position is indeed a very difficult position. So this knight is very important. So if black somehow moves this knight, then knight check is going to be deadly. So the king has to be lined with the queen in this diagonal, and Tal can actually kick this knight to somewhere else. So we have queen to a4 in a difficult position. A calm move, h3, so making some room for the king, rook over. But this move has a downside. Maybe Tal was also threatening to push the pawn. And actually he had another threat. Black has nothing in this position. Can you see what Mikhail Tal played? It was a knockout punch. Rook takes on f5 by Tal. And Kupreichik resigned. This is how Tal destroyed his opponent very quickly. And they played many chess games, I think 10 games or something. And Tal defeated Kupreichik 6 times. And Kupreichik has managed to defeat Tal only 1 time, by the way. And they drew a few times. So Tal dominated. Anyway, he dominated his opponent in their lifetime. So the possible continuation, capturing the rook doesn't work because of check and then check. Basically checkmate. Unbelievable. So after checking the king, if king to g7, check, checkmate. And if king to h8, again check and then checkmate. There is no reasonable defense in this position after Tal played rook takes on f5. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more amazing chess games from the history of chess. Stay safe, take care, and bye bye.